spell breakers. So if you surround his DK with spell breakers and he doesn't have a TP, he can do literally nothing to stop you. So Mass Desk, while is a counter to this strategy, also isn't a counter. The main thing is Staff Light. I don't even know if I have a staff because I'm playing like a dumbass. You need a staff. As soon as your hero gets focused, light. If it keeps getting focused, invul pot, health pot, staff. Like, fuck. And by that entire time, you're just bolting their heroes. So, you know, it's good stuff. And I would definitely say it would be smart as a player when doing this strategy is to anticipate the Mass Destroyers, because eventually you have to counter them. At one point, you have to go gyro. If they keep massing destroyers, you have to go gyro. If they go A-bomb fiend and start with a few destroyer, it's more likely you're going to have to just keep massing breaker griffin and ignore the destroyers, because ultimately the destroyers aren't going to do that much. They have almost no DPS without mana. They can't hit your spell immune units. I mean, heroes take reduced from magic, so I mean, what destroyers do like 17 damage to heroes without mana. So really, there's honestly no need whatsoever, in any way, shape, or form, to have a hard counter to a few destroyers. It's not necessary, because let's say you kill their entire army except for destroyers. Who cares if you can't kill their destroyers? Does it make a bit of difference? Honestly, no. So now you look what I'm doing. I'm basically focusing the hell out of this Death Knight, and yeah. What I'm doing wrong right now is I'm wasting DPS. I'm chasing that Death Knight. Right now I should have lighted my AM already, but I waited, and now he's gonna coil it and it's dead. And I should have kept running it, but I didn't. I killed his DK, and now I'm most likely gonna kill his Lich. But that was still sort of an obnoxiously retarded mistake on my part. I mean, fuck. That was just silly. But the main thing is you kind of got to carry on more or less in a situation like this. If your AM's lost, so be it. The main thing is that you killed both their heroes, and he doesn't have an expo, so you got to figure he's gonna have a little more trouble with it than you are. And now, since all he has is destroyers, and it's like light, and yeah, his destroyers really aren't gonna kill anything of mine as long as I have holy light out. My paladin's almost 3 right now, which if it got 3, if I killed like one more fiend or that statue, man, I would have been in the money right now. Level 3 paladin is rape. But it's gonna happen soon. The main thing I'm doing right now, which is retarded, is I'm trying to tower his expo, but it's like I have no lumber. I need to make workshops, not towers. So yeah, silly mistake. Another thing to keep in mind in Human vs Undead is you gotta be way more cautious about your heroes in this matchup than any other matchup. That's because they can kill your heroes at the drop of a hat. Quite simply, if you are in a situation like Human vs Undead where they have high level heroes, and oftentimes this is how it's gonna go. They focus your paladin. Paladin goes down to 100 HP. Divine Shield. They focus your AM. Holy Light AM. They focus the AM some more. Invul pot. Like, I mean, really that's how it goes. They're gonna focus your heroes with their heroes. That's what their heroes are made for. They're very rarely ever going to coil units. They're very rarely ever going to coil units that need the coiling as comparison to just nuking your heroes. At least that's most undead players. Oftentimes, undead players, I would say, they'll play with fiends. They often play more defensively. They'll go Frostworm, and then they'll just coil the fiends, and they'll let the Frostworm do most of the nuking because it pretty much casts a Nova every time it attacks. So it's a really good unit. And to me, the main thing to keep in mind when versing that is just be really cautious. I've thrown too many games away from getting my heroes focused and then fucking everything up. So I mean, you gotta figure what's the right way to go about it. Most definitely, you want to go ahead and just mass up on pots, staff light, etc., and just be really cautious micro-wise. It definitely doesn't hurt. yeah, so now as you can see I'm towering this expo, but it's retarded because I have like 7 lumber, so it's like, what the fuck am I gonna do with all this towers and no lumber? Yeah, it's dumb. I'm a retard.
Our forces
That's
are under
that.
attack.
Now what should have happened here is, look, is
Our
DK has
town
TP.
is under siege.
I don't. Fuck. I should have ran in and slaughtered Echoes, forced him to TP, and then ran out. Because really, with light, I got level 3 in my Pala. I'm gonna be fine ultimately. So it's sort of like, I don't know, too much of a worry. Basically what the plan now here is this strategy is really all about the hero focus more than anything else. So I'm basically just gonna run in and bolt light his DK and go from there. Maybe I'll kill his A-bomb or something. You know, I don't know. Probably should kill the A-bomb first because he doesn't really appear to be doing all that well. Anyway, so here it goes. Bolt, light, TP. He killed my Griffin because I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, that's that. So the way the strategy works is it forces a very large amount of TPs and a lot of hero kills, and you know, ultimately that's really good. Right now, this situation benefits him over my own retardation. I'm gonna try and do as much damage to these towers as I can. I kill a destroyer or two, which is sort of pathetic on his part, but hey, what can you do? Sucky players suck. That's how life goes. And now I need my AM pretty badly. I still have not resurrected it because I've been really lazy. It's like I haven't had the money, and like I'm just like, blah, I don't want to resurrect my AM. He'll just get nuked. So currently I'm not really worried about it. I resurrect him from the tavern and then run down here to my shop. In a bit I'm gonna lose all 3 of my heroes to his army. Not that it matters because his army composition sucks dick. Destro A-bomb is probably the worst combo in Warcraft. It counters nothing. It counters nothing. There's nothing that Destro A-bomb counters in Warcraft. Period. There's no sense in the strategy. It's like, what? Oh no, Destro A-bomb. What, your A-bombs are going to hack away at my breakers while I vote focus your heroes, and then your Destros are going to focus my heroes with reduced damage and do nothing. Great. Good job, pal. That counters a whole lot. You don't want to go Destro A-bomb. You can go Fiend A-bomb. You can go Fiend Destroyer. You can go Fiend Destro Destroyer. Or Fiend Destro Destroyer. Fiend Destro A-bomb. That works. You only need a few A-bombs. You don't need to mass them in any given situation. Fiend A-bomb counters Breaker. It also counters D-Hawk Breaker. Fiend A-bomb Destro counters D-Hawk Breaker as well. And you can use the Destro to suck away any sort of magical enchantments that you might find. Right now, this is Joseki fucking up and ultimately almost losing the game, but thanks to being the gosu that I am, I do pull it out. And I'm just like being a dumbass and focusing these heroes. I just staff my paladin back, and I'm like, fuck. Now I need to counter his army. And I'm gonna make a lot of fucking spellbreakers, or not spellbreakers, gyros now. Because you gotta, it's pretty important, I would say, to late game counter with this strategy, because the thing I've personally found is that ultimately you can't really finish the game a lot of the time with this strategy. Like, you can keep killing their heroes, and you know that's fine and dandy, but what does that amount to, short of, you know, short of just hero rape? It doesn't really account to much, because the main thing is in the entire game really is your ability as a player to, you know, finish the game. If you can't finish the game, what good are you doing? None. Who gives a shit, you know? So it's, you know, it's as a moderate level of importance. Yeah. I mean, if you can suffocate them and force them to quit. I mean, I'm saying like that's possible, and that's what sometimes happens with this strategy. Is you just keep killing their heroes, and you just ignore the destroyers, and they can't finish the game with destroyers, and you have like 3 gold